guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning back for Growing Pains. My name is Ronnie. I'm your host. I hope you're having a great morning, evening, night, whatever it is you're doing. I hope it's fantastic. And I actually have a special guest today. Her name is Sarah, and she has done a lot of impacts in Cincinnati. So I'm really happy and glad to have her on the show today. So I'm going to have her take it away, and I'm going to ask her some questions, and hopefully you guys get to know a little bit more about her. And yeah, so take it away.
Awesome. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for having me today. I am very excited for your new podcast, of course, Growing Pains. I was looking at your page. Super cute branding. Obsessed with your logo.
Thank you.
And yeah, I'm very blessed to be able to be a part of it.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if we want to just go ahead and get started, I'll probably kind of tell what I do throughout it. Yeah.
Okay, so just to start, I guess, pretty important, what is it that you do?
Yeah.
What's like your passions? Because I know you dabble in quite a few things, so
for sure.
Just tell us a little bit about every little thing.
Yeah, I'll give you my elevator pitch. So I have a kind of a unique, complex background. We were just talking about it. Actually, I used to be a full-time YouTuber. I started in 2011. And so I was in middle school at that point, which is so crazy. And like, it's even crazier to think that was 14 years ago. But yeah, so I started, I had no idea what I was doing, as most creators do. Like, they're like, I'm just going to turn on the camera and we'll see what happens.
Just go at it.
And that's exactly what happened. And so I did that. And it just like, after like 4 years, it like popped off. It takes a lot to build something, but if you just are consistent and passionate, and you'll always like, every time you do something, you're going to get better at it. So I really ended up doing makeup tutorials on there, and then really kind of went more to lifestyle and encouraging people to do what they love to do. And you don't have to be from a wealthy family, a wealthy background, or have this intensive knowledge to start something. You can just start from nothing, which is awesome. Anyways, that's my little rant about that. And then I just, a lot of people who did what I did didn't go to college. My mom didn't have the opportunity to go to college, so she forced me to. And I was like, I kind of hated it at first. I was like, oh my God. But I went for communications, as people who don't know what they want to do with their life usually do. But I ended up really liking, I've always done social media. Really liking the social media realm of that. So I did public relations as well. And I ended up minoring in electronic media, which is
smart girl.
Oh, no. Wow. It's still all like kind of creative, but electronic media was video production, audio production, and like music production, basically.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So everything all in one. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. So I did that. And then, I graduated in 2019. And I was bartending at the time. I didn't really know what I wanted to do really. But then COVID happened. So I was bartending all the way up to COVID. And then you couldn't get a job anywhere. And I could not bartend anymore. So, I had a lot of time with the, unemployment to really like hone in on what I wanted to do with my life. And I really liked the hospitality industry, but I didn't know if I really wanted to go back to bartending. But I helped open Top Cats, fun fact.
Oh my gosh, no way.
So the first picture on Top Cats is I made that Instagram. I made the whole, like, I still have it on my Meta. Like,
I love that.
Isn't that hilarious? Yeah, so then that was the first bar I helped open. And I ended up doing that, and then I loved the environment so much, I ended up bartending there. That's how I became a bartender. So this is like kind of before. And then I was like, you know what? I really liked watching a business grow from the bottom up. Like I said, like starting something out of nothing is like my passion.
Yes.
So I kind of went with that, and I started doing I was a marketing manager for a lot of bars and restaurants in the city. I met a lot of influential people, made a lot of great connections, and that's what I'm still doing to this day.
I love that. I love that. Yeah. When you say that you started like opening Top Cats, well, how exactly did you, with like content creating or just like getting the word out there pretty much?
Well, so I, like I said, didn't really know what I wanted to do, but I did have I have a lot of followers on Instagram, but that's only through my YouTube people.
Okay,
But,
gotcha.
you know, not a lot of people who have that kind of influence live in the Cincinnati. They usually go anywhere
Yeah,
else.
LA, New York.
Yeah, literally anywhere else. And I did live in LA for a couple summers too, but
Oh my gosh, that's so fun.
yeah, it was a lot of
Oh my
fun. And
gosh.
like my manager lived out there. It was so great. But yeah, so I just got an email from the owner of Top Cats and was like, "Hey, I'm opening a bar around the corner. I see you have an influence. You know, love your aesthetic on social media. Looks like you have a eye for this kind of
Oh my
thing."
gosh.
And he was like, "Do you want to help me with my social media?" And I was like, "Sure." I was like, I had no idea what to expect. You know, I wasn't even 21 yet, so I'm like, I've never been to a bar. I'm like, yeah, I'll help you post about it, whatever. But I've always had that entrepreneurial. I could never say that word.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurial spirit. And one of my big like things is like I don't say no to things.
That's good. Yeah.
I want to be able to have as much background in anything. I mean, it's like jack of all trades.
Yes. Yes.
But you know, the finishing of that is master of none.
Yeah.
But now I'm trying to find kind of recalibrate that and master it on this one kind of part. But yeah, so they reached out to me. I did it. And I was like, this is so fun. I had all 5 of my roommates end up bartending with me too.
Oh my gosh.
And we just like lived this little fairy tale dream when we turned 21.
That's so fun.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
It was so fun.
Well, I guess you may have already like touched on it, but like what exactly got you into wanting to do YouTube or exactly wanting to just transpire all these businesses? You just had this inner passion? Or?
Yeah, it's so interesting when I look back because I was such a freaking weirdo. Like I did not
Me too.
I wasn't one of those girls who was like really popular. You know, I was like kind of a scrawny, like shy, awkward girl. I did cheerleading and stuff, but like I just didn't like hang out with people outside. And so, but I have a twin brother, and my twin brother would make videos with his friends all the time.
Oh my gosh, it's so fun.
And I was like, I want to be a part of it. I want to be a part of it. He's like, it's this thing that I mean, my friends do. Guys only, basically. And at this time, there was literally only like 3 women on YouTube.
Yeah, because YouTube, like that was right around the time like YouTube was getting like huge.
It was like Jenna Marbles had an account, Bethany Moda, which was like Mac Barbie 07.
Oh my god.
If you remember her. And then I don't know, like Makeup by Mandy 24, maybe like there's all these like anyways, my brother was like, hey, you can't do that, but if you're really that bored, you can look up this girl. And so I looked up Mac Barbie 07 and I saw her video, and I was that day, I don't know, I never thought it would go anywhere, but I was so bored and I was like, oh, if this girl can do this on her webcam, I can too. You know, I have a little flip video camera.
And I'll search on something.
Yeah, and I opened up and oh my god, my beginning videos are so cringe. But I liked it. It kept going. It was nice because even though I had like 20 viewers from like they were random people I didn't know, I felt like I was making a little community even then.
Aww.
And I almost like missed that, like because it was like I was talking to people from across the world, and those were like my friends.
You get to connect with people from everywhere you never would have known.
Yeah, and
I love that.
And it's just speaking your mind, and if people don't like it, they click out, but if they do, they keep digging and they keep commenting, and yeah, it was really cool.
It just keeps going more and more in your journey.
It just kept growing. Yeah,
I love that. Yeah. I love that. What would you say is like the most rewarding part about what you do? Pretty much just helping the businesses. And
yeah, I think the most rewarding part is just seeing, like, being able to take the stress out of like someone else's, like, it's kind of hard to put into words, but you know, there's so many business owners who are really good at being business owners, but when it comes to the millennial and Gen Z day and age of social media, they just like have no idea where to even start. Like something I'm really like, I have 2 of my clients right now I'm building from the ground up, but like they don't even like, I can't even imagine starting from scratch and not knowing how to like grow a Google Business account, an Apple Maps account, like for the businesses, you know, and like I mean, it's like, well, it's a different language. Yeah. And And I was like, hey, like my pitch is basically like, let me make life easier on you, you know? And it's really just building those relationships. But I think being able to find someone that I really relate to and look up to, and helping, and in a weird way, it's just a synergy where like they kind of look up to me as well because we're just helping each other grow.
Exactly. With one, you can't have the other. And then
Exactly. Yeah.
exactly. I love that. That's so
Yeah.
sweet. Where do you want to see yourself in the next 5 years, or if you have any like specific goals that you'd want to accomplish in the next like 5 or 10 years?
Yeah, for sure. So about a month ago, I just started my own like LLC.
I
So
saw that.
yeah, thank you. I'm very
Congratulations.
excited. I've had LLC in the past, but like it's just kind of ebbed and flowed. Because I'm always just trying new things. But this one is like I'm very set in stone of my own like social media marketing agency. In the next 5 to 10 years, I definitely do. I want to grow my agency where I have enough clients where I can bring on my brand ambassadors and have them kind of be account managers and teach them all the ropes and be able to like look at everything as a bigger picture. And then also where that leads me to have enough time to actually start creating content again.
Oh my gosh. So
Yeah.
like you want to go back into like the YouTube, or
I mean, it's
more of
like
just like
I
anything?
yeah. I mean, I haven't made a video in 3 years almost, and I only have lost 10,000 subscribers. I still have 365,000,
That's
and like that
really
is
good.
hard. Like it's like people get mad at me that I like threw that away, and I'm like, no, I just like semi-retired it because to be fair, when I was starting YouTube, or like when you started being able to make money from YouTube, like especially through brand deals and ads and stuff, it was really looked down upon
Mm.
because they were like,
You're
"Oh,
selling
you don't
yourself
care
out.
about us. Yeah, you don't care
Mm.
about us. You just care about the paycheck." Blah blah blah. It is way different now.
Yeah.
Like now it's like you like almost cheer on your podcasters when they have a
An
new
ad or
ad, you
promotion
know?
or a
It's like,
brand
yeah,
deal.
maybe
Yeah.
you skip through it, but it's like at least it's because it's their full-time job. But it
Hmm.
was like a weird balance where I wanted to keep doing it, but my fans, and
Like empathetic towards
I'm
them.
very empathetic.
Hmm.
That is exactly the word I was looking for. And I was like, oh my God, like I never want to, I'm a people pleaser as well, which is like, but it's good and bad.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I was just like, I'll please people and I won't do it, but then I need to make money somehow. So once I make some like, you know, kind of money, residual is not the word, is it? Like where
Um.
it's like happening with it, and I don't have
Oh,
to be hands on with it the whole
I know what
time.
you're talking
Passive
about. Passive.
income,
Yeah,
yeah.
passive income.
Um, I will be able to do that with a more clear head, and whether I make money or not, it's still what makes me passionate.
Exactly. I feel like
Yeah,
if you have the passion for it, then it's just gonna fall right into place anyway.
exactly. Yeah, yeah,
So bouncing kind of off that, because you kind of literally touched into it, but
yeah,
like pros and cons of the YouTube, and then also just like wanting to start your own like having your own company,
yeah,
and like just the pros and cons of those, I guess.
for sure. Pros and cons. Pros are I have the freedom to set my own schedule, kind of work with the people I want. That's also the cons because it means you have to be very disciplined, and I'm really good at giving myself excuses of like, oh, I stayed up late so I can sleep in, and I'm like, no, I need to like, I just set up my actually like at home office yesterday, and I'm like, when when you go to work, you better. I'm like, you better get me up because
Yeah.
I want to have the same work days you. But it's really hard for me to not like fall back asleep a little bit. But
Like set your phone outside in like a different room, so you just like have to get
exactly,
up.
yes, yes. So it's been challenging, like knowing that I have my own schedule, but like staying corporate and disciplined with it. But it's
Mm-hmm.
nice that I do have I've worked for companies enough where I know kind of the workflow behind what a lot of business owners like to see.
Mm-hmm. Like needs to be done, and like what kind of pace you
Exactly.
should keep on.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So some more cons. I kind of am gonna go back and forth from like YouTube and like business because it's like
Mm-hmm.
there they intertwine, but they don't. Like, so the reason I like what I'm doing now rather than being an influencer, which is like a kind of a cringy word nowadays. It's better to say like content creator, because people look down on the word influencer for some reason.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, "Oh, you're pretty, so you have a lot of followers," and it's like, "No, I have a brain."
Yeah,
No, but yeah, I guess the fame that came with YouTube, I didn't like that much in a weird way. Like, I, of course, like loved people coming up to me in the mall, and like it was like a really cool experience. But even like people like I would see out at the bars would be like, "How's Cancun?" And I'm like, like, who are you? And it's like, because people really like think that you're a friend, like they know everything about your life, and I could know like nothing about theirs, and that was like, it's a very flattering thing, but it's kind of like,
scary in a way.
yeah, like I'm a very one-on-one, like we've never even like really hung out one-on-one, but I am so much better and easier at talking when it's just two people in a room than like a million. And it's like, there was points where I would go to YouTube conventions and talk in front of a lot of people, and that's where my social anxiety comes out. I'm like, oh my God, did I say that right? Like, blah, blah, blah. For some reason, I can do it in front of a camera and with someone next to me, but I can't like stand on stage
like in front of everyone. You're like,
but that's like kind of where the trajectory was going. And I was just like, it was a lot. With that being said, I love what I'm doing now because I can grow and like be myself, but it's faceless. So like, unless you know me or follow my page, you don't know that I'm the one reaching out to you on these bar pages and stuff like that, So, so that's a pro that I can use what I learned in that situation to better my own brand now.
I like that. It's like you don't have anything to be upheld against, or like you're not on like this pedestal. It's like, oh well, you're a YouTuber, content creator, so you have to be held to these standards.
Yeah.
But now since you're, not, your face isn't all out there, it's like, no, this is my brand. This is what I'm doing. This is who I am. It's not just because of my face or because I have like the
like
following.
I have in a weird way like an analytical brain behind the algorithms, how they work, like, and stuff that people thought once I was big I just was lucky. Like, and I think luck plays a role in almost everything. Like the timing I did it, like, who saw my video this one day as a, someone who worked for CoverGirl and wanted to work with me,
Yeah.
But really it was hard work. I actually watched a video before coming here of like Bill Gates like saying it's almost like delusion is like the most powerful thing you can have at the beginning of like whether you see it or not, you starting this is like you have to be a little delusional, because like you have to you ride on that delusion until something becomes successful. So
exactly.
I just rambled on. I don't even remember the beginning question, but
no, you covered it.
Cool.
No, I like that a lot. What would you give other people advice who are like wanting to like follow in your footsteps or wanting to start their own like social media content page or their own like YouTube or just like anything along those lines? What would you give them, or what was something that you wish you knew beforehand going into it?
Yeah, I think that a lot of people get hold up with like, I'm gonna do this when I do this, like, and that can be a lot of things, like when timelines. Like when I get my clear skin, when I don't have so much of a workload, when I like it's always going to be something.
There's always going to be an excuse.
And especially with content creating, it's like when I have money to get a camera, but like kudos to you, like I mean iPhone is literally the best, one of the best cameras. Like I have
my friends were all telling me like, you don't need the photographer who helped me take pictures. Like he was like, what are you planning on like using? And I was like, he's like, honestly, I would just use your phone. He was like, you don't really need to like go out. He's like, it's all about the lighting and stuff. And
it is.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly it. And it's so crazy because I'll see even some people's accounts that I'll take over for their social media. It's like, I have the same phone as they do, but yeah, you have to think, you have to think about all the other factors. And I do have a DSLR and I do have a Canon G7X, but I still go to my phone more, you know?
I love that.
So it's really, you're the only one standing in the way of your own success and
That
your
is
own,
true.
like growth, I guess. Yeah.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
So if you weren't doing all of this, what
Mhm.
what do you think that you would be doing? Or is there any other like path that like kind of called your name, or like this is it, like this is what you were meant to do?
You know, I it's an interesting question. I've thought that for a while I was gonna do makeup, because I started YouTube doing makeup and stuff. And then I realized like I like doing my own makeup, but I think everyone like has, different face shapes, like everything, and everyone likes what they like. And I, as a people pleaser I am, every time I did someone's makeup, I would think about it the whole night, like, oh my God, what if they hated it? Because I've also been in the opposite
You're like, oh
side
my god, I don't
as
like
like a
this.
model, because I've done that in my day too. And I'm like, I'm like, this girl just made my eyebrows look so crazy. And I'm like, I know it happens. So I'm like, anyways.
Just like, I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. I guess, you know, maybe like personal assistant, like, or
Hmm.
something that again just like is helping someone, like
Yes.
supporting someone become their best self or be able to grow their agency. Um in whatever it is. I think that would be cool. But really, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like because my generation is like, or my year I was born is the start of Gen Z. I just think that this is really my calling.
I love that. I
Yeah,
love that. Oh my gosh, that really sends me chills.
I know,
I
right?
just love
Isn't
that
that
when when
crazy?
people know like exactly what they want and like they have that passion, like no, like this is it. Like
Yeah,
this is what I was meant to be doing. Like I
it's
love
so
that.
weird, and it's like so funny because it's harder when you get older to like, because you are so much smarter to, and like not as naive to like think that you can do something.
Hmm.
Like if I started YouTube like right now, I would be like, who like are you talking to? Like no. But
Yeah.
because I was so young and naive, like I just was rolling with the
Why not me?
punches.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
could be me. Like if it's the next person, like why not me? You know.
Yeah, and like some of my videos have literally changed people's life. I still get DMs sometimes of like, oh my gosh, like I had a video like 20 years ago. Oh my god. 20 years ago is crazy. No, I had a video like forever ago. It was like cleaning my room for the summer. And I was actually on TikTok, and this is so crazy because
TikTok.
it
Oh
feels,
wow.
no, it's so crazy because it feels like it's not me when I look at my
Hmm.
videos. Like I feel like a whole different person because I've
And
just
in reality,
grown
it
so
kind of
much.
is though. You know.
Yeah,
I mean, like different little clips
because
of
every
you.
7 years they say you're a whole different person.
Oh wow. Yeah.
But I was going on TikTok and I saw a video of myself, and it was like, does anyone remember these YouTubers? And then
Oh
I
my
was
god.
on there, and then the comment was beauty. I used to be Beauty Police 101, by the way. They were
I
like,
love
Beauty
it.
Police 101 taught me how to clean my room. Isn't that crazy?
That's so cute.
Oh my god!
Oh
I'm
my
like,
gosh.
what? I'm literally like teaching these people how to clean. I'm over here still like so type B, like so messy, but still, like, isn't that crazy?
Oh my gosh. You're like, this girl knows how to clean their room because me. And then they're like,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
it is. But it was also going back to like the prior question of like the pros and cons.
Hmm.
A lot of people, especially since Cincinnati is so small, as you know,
Hmm.
everyone literally knows everyone. At least people in the bar scene and stuff.
Yeah.
People would like see me and like think I was gonna be a certain way because I had a following,
Hmm.
or like thought I was gonna be better than them. And it was like I know now as I'm older, it was just projection. But people would treat me like poorly because they were like, oh, like I remember one time someone was like, oh, you need to be humbled anyways. And I'm like, I've never met you before.
Oh my gosh, that's
It's like they in
crazy.
their head thought that I wasn't gonna be humble, but then once you knew me, or if you knew me already, they're like, "Oh, it's just Sarah,"
Yeah.
and that's what I want. I strive to be the, "Oh, it's just Sarah."
Hmm. It's
Um,
like, oh, she's changed because of this. Like
yeah,
that'll never
exactly.
be you.
No,
No.
no, that's what I'm like. Oh, it's just Sarah. Like, so I don't know. I felt like that went in with the pros and cons
It does.
conversation.
Yes. What would you say is like a favorite memory if you have one of kind of just your journey or like anything that like stands out the most? I feel like the Top Cats is pretty cool, but I might be biased with that.
Yeah. That was really cool. I think the coolest thing I have done over my life so far at all was CoverGirl flew me out to New York for 10 days and I did 5 videos as CoverGirl. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that is so
I was
cool.
in high school.
In high school?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was really scary and it was long days and like I had no idea what to expect. But
you had to like take off like school and stuff.
I had to take off the whole first week of senior year. And which is crazy. Like the first week is like the scariest too. And then I came back from that and it was like I can't believe I just did that.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it was probably one of my favorite memories, even though looking back at those videos, I'm like, so cringe, but whatever.
But hey, it got you to where you are now,
exactly.
Like, yeah. That's so cool. I love that.
Yeah.
Would you, to end off this whole interview, I guess.
Yeah.
Would you do it all again? Would you go through everything that you did to be where you are today, or?
Yeah. I am happy with the person I have become. That doesn't mean it hasn't come with many, many challenges. I've had to recreate my vision of myself and my identity many times, as everyone does over and over again in their lifetime. But I don't think I would change anything. I think that everything happens as it should. I really do believe in the butterfly effect. If this didn't happen, then I wouldn't be here. Like if I never ran into you with Justin or anyone, we wouldn't be here today.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
I love that. Thank you guys so much for listening, and thank you so much, Sarah.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, I'm so glad you can make it. And I do want to have a song of the day, which is actually going to be inspired by Sarah. We are both actually pretty big Rainbow Kittens. What? RKS. If you know, you
Rainbow
know.
Kitten Surprise.
Yep. And it is called Free Fall. So go give it a listen. Let me know if you guys like it. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. And tune in next Sunday to have another video of Growing Pains. Thank you guys.
Thanks. See ya.